Good morning. My name's Adette Lessert, or as some people call me, the Potterhead coach or the Harry Potter coach. I'm with 9 3/4 Coaching. Today is Wisdom Wednesday, and every Wednesday morning I come with some words of wisdom just to help you get through the rest of the week. And for the last little while, we have been going through the book, The Philosopher Stone, chapter by chapter, going through, picking out coachable moments, things for us to gain additional insight into ourselves and to help us move forward in our own lives. And today we're into chapter 7. This is the sorting hat. And this chapter is really interesting because the older students at Hogwarts have been very creative and have kept the mystery around the sorting hat very silent, or they have made the stories just a little bit more scary or extravagant. The Weasley twins telling their brother Ron's stories about what was going to happen. But the first year students arrive together. Hagrid has brought them to Hogwarts. He brings them up to the stairs where McGonagall greets them. She then takes them into a chamber, has a brief conversation with them, and then leaves them and says she will return. Now, it's in this leaving that things get crazy. And there's even a line here where it's quite interesting. It says, any second now, Professor McGonagall would come back and lead him to his doom. And this is Harry believing that when he goes into the Grand Hall, he's going to be led to his doom because he has no other reference as to what's about to happen. And when that happens, our fears kick in. And today we're focusing in on fears. When we are in a place where we don't have enough information, where we're uncertain as to our future or what's going to happen next, our brain actually has a mechanism which kicks in this element of fear. And fear brings forward things like fight, flight, or freeze. It also causes our heart rates to become rapid, our breathing to become shallow, and our thoughts start to race. But our thoughts don't race to like good things. It races to the worst case scenario. And in Harry's case, he believes he's being led to his doom. And this shows up continuously in this chapter as the students are led in. They're greeted with this hat, this sorting hat. And it's in this sorting hat that we have this experience. This hat is going to predict where we belong in the school. And that creates even more fears and more doom and gloom that goes through the brains of the students. Neville, even after he's been sorted, he flees the seat in which the sorting hat is on. He flees it with the sorting hat on his head and has to return. And then when it's like just before Harry's turn, we have this scenario where he said, it reads, horrible thoughts struck Harry, as horrible thoughts always do when we're very nervous. And this is that brain, our brains going into worst case scenario. And the neat thing about this is once we start to recognize how our brains work when we're in a stressful environment, when we're feeling uncomfortable, then that's when we have choice. And we get to choose what we're going to do. We can either succumb to that fear and flee or fight or freeze, or we can choose something that maybe is a little bit more powerful. We can choose some strategies and tactics to help us manage that stress. And that's what I've been doing in my Slaying the Boggart workshops that I've been conducting. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about how to slay your Boggart and how to get on top of your fears, feel free to reach out and talk to me. And I'll give you some strategies. We'll maybe sign you up, register you for a workshop get you involved in some strategies that'll make all the difference in how you're going to navigate through your own stresses, and to navigate in a powerful way where you're the person in charge of those stresses. You're the person in charge of the fears, your boggart. And if this is something that interests you, please reach out to me. Contact me either by email, detlacert at 9 3/4coaching.com, or you can reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm more than happy to assist you in that, and I look forward to actually hearing your comments and thoughts and where your fears, your boggarts might be taking control of your life right now. I wish you all the best. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week. Take care.